All right, here I am again. JR or John Robert, either way. Not Junior, there's no Junior here. Anyhow, welcome to my channel, and it is Memorial Day weekend, May 24th, 2025. Here's a look at my rose garden that some say is starting to look like a little cemetery. I'm like, well, I'll get me a little stone bench and then have maybe like a little headstone or something, and here lies John Robert. Oh, anyhow, but yeah, there's my new paniculata hydrangea that is a quick fire, just a plain quick fire that is starting to show little buds for blooming already. Just planted this about maybe 2 weeks ago, something like that, a week and a half. And then there's a hibiscus, hardy hibiscus that I don't know what it is. It's from a friend's neighbor's house. And then I have in the back here, right here is a Forever Goldie. I have 2 of those next to the 3 firelight hydrangeas that I planted last November in the soupy, thick, sticky, gummy, muddy soil, clay soil. And then there's the other Forever Goldie, and there's the roses again, which I planted at that same time in November last year. And they're all blooming right now. They were just little sticks, and they're small yet, but you know, another year or so from now, and they'll be like the other ones. The iris back there at the shed have bloomed out already. And I've got my green emerald arborvitaes and the 2 red knockout roses between those, and that other arborvitae. And coming back over here and take a look at the hydrangea from, now which one this is, I don't know, but I hope it's a remontant hydrangea, meaning that hopefully it blooms on both new and old wood, but repeat blooming for the summer. I hope it is, but I just planted it a week, 2 weeks ago, again from a friend's neighbor, and this is a neighbor of mine that gave me this. She bought 2 of them, and she had an extra one, asked me if I wanted it, and I said, oh, isn't that a forsythia? And she said, yeah, it is. And so I said, oh, I've never had one of those before. So I planted that, and so it should bloom beautifully next spring. And then I got at the farmer's market here in town in Madison, Indiana, this little Washington hawthorn. It's just, it's like little saplings that I got from the store there. I mean, from the farmer's market. And this one here too, that was thicker and greener than this one. But some rabbit came around, or some squirrel or something came around, or groundhog, and chewed it all up. But there is new growth coming up behind it a little bit. So, and then there's the third one. Believe it or not, that little stick has real green fleshy growth inside, and so that'll sprout out too. And then that same friend got me at, I think it was a food bank, these 2 oak leaf hydrangeas. And I've never grown an oak leaf hydrangea before, but they say that they can stand sun and shade. So we'll see. But so far they're doing pretty well. And then, let's see if I can adjust the phone here. Then you can see all this overgrowth in the back. That's the easement back there. And the city is supposed to take care of that. Well, they haven't done so as of yet, as we can see. And then back over here is, if I can adjust this better, is a quince plant that is supposed to, I thought, blossom. I've had it for 3 years now, and it was a small one twig little plant. And but it has not as of yet. Okay, I'm gonna try to zero that in. Okay. It hasn't bloomed yet. It's growing really well. Then I've got my, what is it, Stelladoros that I planted over against the, I didn't even plant them. I threw them on the dirt there. There was exposed dirt at the fence line. And I was just gonna give them away, which I've given quite a few away. But then the other people that were gonna take them didn't come by, so I thought, well, let me just throw them there. These were the ones that were out in the front yard with my junipers. I didn't want any of these around there anymore. So they've got flower buds on them too. And typically the first week or so of June, they start blooming. They probably will. And here comes my cat, of course. He's always coming around. There's Daddy Boy. Daddy, Daddy, Daddy Boy. Daddy Boy. Yes. Yes, there he comes. Oh, always bet me. All right. Then I've got this overgrowth I gotta cut back so I can go ahead and mow closer up to the fence. And here's this trunk that I've been salting up and trying to get to decay and all that, which it clearly is doing now. And let's see. Then let's see if I can adjust this again. And then the roses again. And I'll enlarge that. Sorry for, I don't know how this camera works just yet. But yeah, these are the ones that I had cut down to just bare little short sticks. And I'll do a closer walkthrough of that. Let's see here. Well, we got the big Shasta daisy ready to bloom, and here is a double knockout, and that's a pink miracle rose. The little one there is the petite knockout. Then we have the little pincushion flower, lemon drift, apricot drift, coral miracle rose, Shasta daisy, Mr. Lincoln hybrid tea, one of my favorites for hybrid tea rose. I only have one hybrid tea left. I used to grow nothing but hybrid teas. I've never grown these other ones until I moved here. And it's just so challenging to grow in zone 6 here in southern Indiana. I'm used to Southern California and Northern California. Anyhow, this is a double pink knockout, and then the petite knockout. This is a new one, a drift rose called Popcorn. Then there's a pink miracle again, another one of the apricot drift, another lemon drift. Then this has gotten wild, the pincushion flower again. Scabiosa, I think is a proper name. Petite knockout. Then that's a double red knockout. And this is Carefree Sunshine, which I have two of these. And this is the original Miracle on the Hudson rose, which the other two are based off of. The coral miracle and the pink miracle, but this is the original red miracle, or otherwise known as Miracle on the Hudson. And lastly, we have the coral miracle on the Hudson, the daisy that I just transplanted, Shasta daisy, and another pincushion. And my little neighbor gave me the aloe vera plant. It was about this big, and now it's really grown. This is the second pot I've transferred it to. And then I put down cayenne pepper and a little potted hibiscus flowers, regular hibiscus that were given to me for free by a nursery owner because they were going to throw them out last year in late fall, and I said I'll take them and put them in my sunroom. I did, and now they're blooming. These I just bought at Walmart. I wanted that color. I thought, wow, that's pretty. And so that's what I did. And that's it for the, oh, by the way, of course I have another plant back there to plant today, another hydrangea. I'm thinking it's probably another quickfire. They didn't know, so I got a discount on it for that reason of not being labeled as to what it is. Other than knowing that it's a paniculata hydrangea. All right, well, thanks for watching. Bye.